you don't have to play according to your zodiac, but it is how the other characters will initially perceive you. It's kind of the stereotype that people will associate with you just because that is your birth sign. So therefore you may have conformed to this through your life, or you may have decided to ignore it as a character. That is fine. So there's the rat, the ox, the tiger, the rabbit, the dragon, the snake, the horse, the ram, the monkey, the rooster, the dog, or the boar. And if you want, if one of them interests you, I will read it to you, and I will tell you what happens with trust as well, because this will set some starting trust values. And it is acknowledged to be for no good reason. It's just the way your characters start with a tiny bit of trust and untrust. So it is not neutral. Yes, Ola.
I want to be the monkey.
You have already decided. Okay. The stereotype is that monkeys are erratic geniuses. They are inventive and original. They are clever and skillful in big operations. They solve problems easily. They are also opportunistic and, as it already says, erratic, on and off. You will have, well, I'm not going to tell you yet. Let's pick them first and then see how the starting trust plays out.
I'm wondering about either the rat or the rabbit.
Sure. Well, the rat is a very positive animal in this construction. They are charming and imaginative and ambitious. They work hard for their goals. They have quick tempers, although at first you think they are very controlled. And then for the rabbit, they are affectionate and pleasant, and they get along well. They talk well. They are virtuous and polite. They have very good taste, and they are very sentimental. So those are the two for the rat and the rabbit.
Rat.
You are the rat. Okay. So Nathan or Max?
Yeah, I will go for the rooster.
Okay. Excellent. The rooster is hardworking and intelligent. It says the English word shrewd, which means you spot the most advantageous thing you can do. They are also, despite this, they are also very extravagant. They are showy. They display themselves, and they dream big. They speak their minds. They are boastful sometimes, or they overestimate their own abilities sometimes.
Yep.
So, Max?
I'm looking a little fast here.
While Max is thinking, I have no real background about Japanese culture or any
That's okay.
era or anything. If anybody has suggestions, preferable
several.
reading, please put them in the chat, in the group chat,
Okay.
maybe,
When
so everybody
I will
can
do
see
two
it.
things. One thing is I will give you I will do that in the chat. I will put some resources. But second, I will say that the book does a particularly good job of giving you accessible resources and ideas.
Good.
Tim wrote a particularly good, inspiring, both in terms of the contents that he provides, but also giving sources that are easy to get into.
Nice.
The book is actually almost a manual for this kind of literature and cinema. So in a really nice way. So Max, I am waiting for you.
I was thinking about dog, so I think
Okay.
I'm gonna take dog.
Okay. So the dog is honest and loyal, and they have a sense of duty. They have good relations. They think in terms of relations with others. They do. They are. They worry too much. Rolig, right? They're always worried and they criticize others because they are not as serious about things. So that is the stereotype. Now, if you, I'm going to say who the allies and enemies are for the zodiac, but that is an extreme terminology. Your characters do not have to be literally allies and enemies. Okay, we are talking about the mythological signs. If you have in another Ronin, neither an ally or an enemy in the zodiac, start with a trust of 2 toward that Ronin. When you have trust on your sheet, um, you will have, and you are neutral. Each of you has 2 trust. That is because you have accepted this assignment together, and you are ready to work together at least a little while, just enough to show that you have agreed to be in this group. That level of trust is there, just to start. But if there is an ally, then you will have 1 more trust. So that's 3. You will each have 3. If you have an enemy zodiac, then you will have no trust in each other. 0. Okay, so for the rat, you are allied with the monkey. So that means that Ola's character and Helma's character have 3 trust in each other. The enemy is the horse, so that is not relevant. Then we also have the rabbit. You have the ram and boar are your allies. That is not. Oh, wait. Helma was the
No,
rat,
no, no,
not the
no.
rabbit. Okay, never mind.
Yes,
Sorry.
yes, sorry.
Sorry. No, my mistake. Okay, so then we go to the monkey, and there is no tiger and no dragon. So that is all that you have going on there. And then we have the rooster, who is not going to be relevant. Your allies are ox and snake. The enemy is the rabbit. And then
Same for dog.
the dog also is not relevant. We have tiger and horse and dragon. So every other pair has 2 trust in each other. I don't think we have any enemy zodiacs in this group. So the rat and the monkey have 3 trust each, because your trust in each other doesn't have to track. You give trust, they give trust. Those 2 numbers can be different eventually. But right now they are starting the same at 2. Otherwise, you have 2 trust in each of the other characters. So far, so good. So now you know your fate, you know your zodiac, and you know that the zodiac is not a direct indicator of your character's personality, but for some reason it is what other people see in you. So there may be some confirmation there or not. Now, for the abilities, the rules say 3 abilities, but also allow dropping the number of abilities, because some groups find that 3 abilities is too scattered and kind of too much like superpowers. So I am a fan of 2 abilities for each character in my experience with the game, and the rules give me the ability to say that. So 2 abilities, and you are assumed As samurai by birth and upbringing, you have all the skills and ability of a normal samurai. This includes unarmed combat and armed combat. You are skilled in all manner of fighting. You you are good at archery and horsemanship. You can read and write, and you know how a samurai is supposed to act. Even though you are a ronin and have fallen away from being a samurai for some reason, you at least know how you were supposed to act. So either you might maintain that behavior or you might have thrown it all away and now you are dirty and scruffy and behave terribly. That is up to you.
But just for now, but being a Ronin basically means that you don't have a master or you don't
Yes,
have
but
an
it is worse than
employer.
that. It is worse than that.
It's like
Socially,
being derived.
you are one step above being a bandit or a beggar.
All right.
The villagers are not going to treat you with respect. No
All
one will
right.
treat you
Okay.
as a samurai. You are scum.
Good to know. Yeah.
As long as they pay.
Right, and so that's why so many of them become bandits, or they become mercenaries, or they serve some terrible person for pay just so they can pretend that they are kind of like samurai. So that's very important, actually, that you have a good reason, even if there is no other reason from a fate or otherwise, you have a good reason to take a dangerous job. At the very least, you will get paid.